The Total Media Sports Network presents Ironton Fighting Tiger Volleyball live on Kool TV. Now let's go to the Ironton High School for pregame coverage of Ironton Fighting Tiger Volleyball live on Kool TV.
Total Media Sports and Kool TV proudly brings you high school volleyball tonight. This evening from the Conley Center, it is the Ironton Fighting Tigers and the Chesapeake Lady Panthers. Good evening, everyone. Jason Filion with you. James Collier, our producer tonight for volleyball action. It is the 4-5 Fighting Tigers and the 7-3 Lady Panthers. Chesapeake, one of the top teams in the OVC. They are 5-1 in the league. Their lone loss came to Gallia Academy, who is dominant in the league right now. Ironton 4-5. They lost to Gallia Academy in the season opener, 3-0. Back-to-back wins over Colgrove and Portsmouth. They sit at 4-5 right now. We'll talk about them a little bit more as we continue to get you ready for first serve. Chesapeake coming off a 3-1 loss at Gallia Academy Tuesday night. They've lost 3 of their last 4 matches, but one of the top teams in the OVC. Take a closer look at these two teams after this timeout as the Fighting Tigers get set on the floor of the Conley Center right now. Chesapeake's already warmed up, so we will have, again, first serve coming up in just about 10 minutes or so. We're going to step aside for a couple of moments, and we will be back with more from the Conley Center. It's high school volleyball, Ironton Chesapeake, coming up on Kool TV.
Oh, look, I'm bottomless. Just like bottomless apps for $9.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's right, you can get bottomless mop sticks, fried pickles, and so much more for you and all your bottomless friends. Bottomless apps for $9.99 only at B-Dubs.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits, like the Honey Buddy Chicken Biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Back at the Conley Center on the campus of Ironton High School, it is high school volleyball, OVC high school volleyball, the Chesapeake Panthers and the Ironton Fighting Tigers. Jason Filion along with you here on Kool TV, our second stream of high school volleyball. First one was a few weeks ago. Ironton played South Point, lost that one. But hopefully the Tigers will be able to turn it around here against a very good Chesapeake Lady Panthers volleyball team. Again, the Panthers are coming off a 3-1 loss at Gallia Tuesday. They've lost 3 of their last 4 matches. Chesapeake will go to Vinton County Saturday for a match at 10 a.m. The Panthers, again, 3 of those losses came to Gallia Academy. They lost to Jackson and they lost to South Webster. South Webster and Wheelersburg, 2 of the top teams in the area for volleyball in Division 5, and South Webster might be right there even with Wheelersburg as far as that's concerned. Jackson also solid club, so they lost 3-2 there. In between those losses, they did defeat the Green Lady Bobcats by a score of 3-0. Ironton, on the other hand, well, they have won 2 of their last 3. They started the season with a loss at Gallia Academy, back-to-back wins over Coal Grove and Portsmouth, and then the Tigers lost 3 in a row. Lost to South Point, Fairland, and Federal Hocking, and didn't win a set in those 3. They lost to South Point 3-0, Fairland 3-0, and Federal Hocking 2-0. The reason being they had a try match on Saturday. They won the second of those matches against Portsmouth West, 2-1. Lost to Minford and then bounced back with a 3-2 win over Rock Hill on Tuesday night. Fighting Tigers will be back in action at Gallia Academy Tuesday. It's the first of 4 straight road games for Ironton. They'll be back home October 7th for senior night against Rock Hill. Chesapeake, we talked about them being such a solid program. Again, 7-3 this year, 5-1 in the league. Last year, they finished 16-8, 10-5 in the OVC. They made it to the district semifinals where they lost to New Lexington. In 2023, they were 17-7, 11-3 in the OVC, good for a second-place finish, losing to Wheelersburg in the district semis. 2022, they were 11-12. 2021, they were 9-13. So you have seen them get better and better each year, and they feel like they've got a pretty good club this year. Coach Carrie Hill has her team playing pretty well right now, and again, everyone looking up at Gallia Academy in the OVC right now. Gallia Academy 1, Chesapeake would be 2. You've got South Point and Fairland right there in the mix as well. Probably a step below Chesapeake and Gallia Academy as far as the standings and the records go. But we're looking forward to a good game. Talking with Coach Beth Campbell of Ironton before the game, she said, yeah, I know Chesapeake's really good, but we always play them tough. You know, every set has come down to 2 points. Said even last year when we played them in the tournament, we drew them in the first round. They beat us, but it was like a 2-point game every set. So Ironton does play Chesapeake tough, and they'll have to play pretty tough today because Chesapeake, again, is a solid club. Players to look out for tonight for Chesapeake? Well, you're looking at a couple of players who were all OVC selections a year ago. First team, Aaron Lowe and Abby Isaacs. Those were first team selections on all OVC. Last year, Abby Isaac leads the team with 125 kills. Ironton, of course, you're looking at Camille Martin, who was first team all OVC in 24. Lily Lewis was honorable mention all OVC in 2024 as well. Junior varsity game was won by Chesapeake. It was a 3-setter. Chesapeake won the first set 25-19. Ironton bounced back and won the second set 25-22. And then the Panthers win the third and final set 25-16. How will the varsity play out? We'll find out here tonight at the Conley Center. Just a reminder, this weekend we've got football for you here streaming on Kool TV and Total Media Sports. Ironton will play host to Canisius out of New York, out of Buffalo. And that game will be at 1 o'clock. Kickoff at 1 o'clock from Tanks Memorial Stadium. 12:30 is our airtime on the radio side on 106.7 WIRO News Talk, the Eagle, and of course streaming here on Kool TV. We're excited about it because we're gonna blow it up, as they say. We got cameras everywhere, and we're excited for our first video football broadcast of the season. Haven't been able to do it this year, and we find ourselves in week 4 because of visiting schools having rights, and of course Flow Sports had the right to the Gridiron Classic, but we're going to have a blast this Saturday. We want you to come out to Tanks Memorial Stadium and be there in person, and you can go back and watch it later on the stream, but we want folks in the stands at the Tank this Saturday. Again, 1 o'clock will be the start time for Ironton and Canisius out of New York. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to volleyball here in just a couple of moments. Ironton and Chesapeake. It is the Fighting Tigers 4-5 on the season. Chesapeake 7-3 overall. We will step aside for one final timeout. We'll come back and we will have our first serve here at the Conley Center. Ironton and Chesapeake coming up on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed Delete playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad streams and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant to stream, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fine job on the national anthem from Kristen Martin. She was all nervous before this because of the stream. Talking to her beforehand, and she said, I was walking down and I was saying, I hope Phil Y'all's not here. And I got here and Phil Y'all's here, so we're streaming. And I said, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. And she did a great job, so hats off to Kristen Martin. It's Ironton Chesapeake here as we get ready for high school volleyball on Kool TV and Total Media. Glad to have you along here tonight. Ironton in the orange jerseys and black shorts. Chesapeake in the white jerseys and purple shorts. Your referees for tonight's volleyball matchup. John Stevens is on the floor, and Neil Knight is your chair official, up top, if you will. Starters for Ironton: Addison Neal, Camille Martin, Lily Lewis, Amaya Barber, Kia Sales, Chesapeake won the toss. They'll be serving first, and Lila Ferguson will open things up for Chesapeake. Serving here, Ferguson, 22 service aces on the season, a little jump serve. Played by Martin, now set to Barber. Has it batted right back on the Ironton side, and that's a point for Chesapeake. You're up 1-0 here early on. Chesapeake again, solid club, 7-3, 5-1 in the OVC. Ferguson with a serve again, dug out of there by Miley Bias getting the start tonight. Freshman. Here's a set to the near side for Abby Isaacs. Her kill attempt is long. Ironton gets the point and the service. Abby Isaacs, 125 kills on the season. That leads the Chesapeake Panthers. Ironton serving. It's Lily Lewis. Set to the middle for Abby Iden. That one sails long. Ironton grabs its first lead of the night. 2-1 here in the first set. Rally scoring play to 25. Best of 5 sets. Lewis, the line drive serve. Good service, but a nice dig by Bentley Rowland. Panthers touch it over the net. Free ball. Here's Martin with a kill, and this one's deflected. Saved. Rowland sets it up near side to Isaacs. That one mishit there by Lewis. It goes out of bounds, and the Panthers will get the point. Substitution here for Coach Carrie Hill's team. We'll see Aaron Wood, senior, checking in for the Panthers, replacing senior Bentley Rowland. Panthers with the service. Abby Isaacs. There's a set for Barber, who shoves it across the net. Tigers with a free ball here. Now Martin left it behind. She just has to push it over the net. And a good kill shot there by Aaron Lowe. Aaron Lowe, the senior, went cross court, found the open spot. Got the kill to give Chesapeake a 3-2 lead. Panthers keep the serve. Abby Isaacs. Saved by Bias. Lewis touches across the net. Isaacs hits this one right in the net from the back row, back line. 3-3 is the score. Substitution for Ironton. Addison Neal is in. And Bragan Thomas, the libero, will be the server. Thomas floats this one long into the back court. Good block of the net by Barber, and Barber dumps it down. Good save. Chesapeake keeps it alive, and they get it back over the net. Free ball here for Ironton. Set up for Lewis. Lewis cross court, saved again, and Barber with a block at the net. Kill attempt by Lowe. Ironton saves. Set to Martin. Into the net. Martin reared back and turned that one loose, but left it just low. Substitution again for Chesapeake. Cadence Eastham is in. 4-3 Panthers with the lead. First set. Abby Iden with the serve. Iden with bullet shot. Miley Bias had that one go off her left arm and out of bounds, so service ace there. Arden again. Another hot shot. And Chesapeake's going to get a free ball out of this one. Set comes to the left-hander on the far side, led to Aaron Wood. She tries to go cross court, but out of bounds with that kill attempt. It gives Ironton the point, 5-4. Substitution. Lexi McCall is in for Ironton. And Simone Lewis is in as well, replacing Barber and Miley Bias. Simone Lewis with the serve. And perfect placement on that shot by Eastham. Get a look at that shot from Eastham as just went over top of the front line. Placed that one right in the back row. 6-4 Panthers. A hard serve, a jump serve, and a good save by Thomas, but Tigers couldn't chase that one down. Hope Freeman is also in for the Fighting Tigers. 7-4 Panthers. Another service ace for Chesapeake, their second of the match. And make it their third. That's a tough serve from Aaron Lowe. Aaron Lowe leads the team now with 35 service aces on the season. Floater into the backcourt. Freeman to Lewis. Now to McCall. Chesapeake with the free ball. Lowe hits this one into the net. The left-hander. Excuse me, that's Wood. Aaron Wood tried to go cross court there, but hit it into the net. Gave the ball back to the Tigers, 8-5. Camille Martin serving now. Martin's jump serve. And again, set to the near side, and that one's long. Lila Ferguson with the kill attempt. Ironton cuts it to 2, 8-6. Martin's jump serve hits the top of the net. A service ace for Camille. Ironton cuts it to 1. So look at that jump serve that just clipped the tape and drops in. Martin again with that sinking serve. Here's a free ball for Ironton. Lewis to McCall. Free ball here for the Tigers. See if they can capitalize. McCall there at the net, pushes it over. Aaron Wood finds a soft spot in the zone. Ironton gets it right back. Martin to Lewis, over to Addison Neal. And Chesapeake off balance, bats it out of bounds. Ironton's tied it at 8. Martin with the service again. Line drive serve right off of the wrist of Bree Scarberry, and another service ace for Camille Martin. Her second this possession. Ironton grabs the lead 9-8. Free ball, Neal touches. Ironton another point. The serve by Martin was a bullet. Scarberry tried to set it up, but it went over the net, and Neal touches it down for the kill. Martin another sinking line drive serve. Scarberry over the net to Martin. Now to Lewis. Here's McCall. A little push shot over the net. Chesapeake does the same. Here's Martin. Scarberry now to the right side. A good dig by Freeman. Here's Wood. Back to Ironton. McCall for the kill. It goes long. Good rally by Ironton to grab a 10-8 lead. That point gave Chesapeake possession, and they cut it to 1, 10-9. Serving for the tie. Here's Neal. Finding that soft spot in the zone. Good save by Scarberry and by Chesapeake to save possession there. McCall. Tough shot by Isaacs. Ironton keeps it alive. Lewis deep into the backcourt. Set up for Isaacs, who rips this one down the middle for the kill. Abby Isaacs, the senior, drills that one down the middle of the floor, and that ties the game at 10. First team All OVC a year ago as a junior. Aaron Wood with the serve. Lewis over to Neal. She goes for the kill in the back corner. Good placement, and Chesapeake can't get there. Out of bounds, and Ironton regains the lead, 11-10. Here comes Bentley Rowland back to the floor for Chesapeake, replacing Aaron Wood. Addison Neal with the serve. Here's Isaacs again, blocked at the net. Ironton with the save, but they can't get it back over the net. Another kill by Abby Isaacs. Tremendous player, Carey Hill. Ties the game at 11. Rally scoring to 25. Best of 5 sets. Here's Martin to Lewis. Now to McCall for the kill. Saved by the Panthers. And a little miscommunication there as that ball just sails and drops to the floor for the point for the Fighting Tigers. They lead at 12-11. Amaya Barber will check in, replacing Hope Freeman. Lexi McCall, a senior, serving for Ironton. Jump serve and long with that one. That one just sailed on her. Ties the game at 12. McCall replaced in the lineup by Miley Bias, defensive specialist for Ironton. Lila Ferguson serving again for the Panthers. Right to Bias, to Lewis, over to Barber. Barber tries to go down the line with that little touch shot, but it sails wide, and the Panthers retake the lead. It's 13-12. Ferguson, drop serve, hits the net, and drops in front of Camille Martin. That'll go down as a service ace to put the Panthers up by 2. Ferguson again with the jump serve, and that one will sail long, just long. Ironton with the serve, and trailing by a point, Lily Lewis. Senior, setter and outside hitter with the serve. Ferguson to Lowe, now Ironton possession. There's a set for Barber. And Abby Isaacs for the kill down the line, and Lewis can't get there. Another kill for Abby Isaacs. That's her 3rd here in the first set. Panthers substitution, Aaron Wood is back in. She replaces Bentley Rowland. 15-13 Panthers. And a kill by Aaron Lowe. As the ball sailed over the net, she just found the soft spot in the Ironton zone. Second kill for Aaron Lowe tonight. 16-13 Chesapeake. Abby Isaacs with the jump serve, and that's a tough serve to handle and hit right off the right wrist of Bregan Thomas. Service ace. That's Isaacs' first of the match. 17-13 Panthers. Isaacs again to Bias. Set up Aaron Lowe. Cross court, Martin with the save. Now to Lewis. Barber just has to shove this one over the net into the back corner. Isaacs. Here's Lewis over to Martin. Martin dumps it in, almost had that little dump shot. Barber deep in the corner. Saved by the Panthers. Here's Lowe with the kill. Down the middle of the floor there from the left side, Aaron Lowe gets the kill. That's her 3rd of the match, and Chesapeake's lead has grown to 5. It's 18-13, and the timeout has been taken by Beth Campbell and the Ironton Fighting Tigers. 18-13, Chesapeake with the lead. Rally scoring to 25 as the Panthers grab the lead. A reminder, we've got some cool stuff coming up here on Kool TV for you in the next week. Saturday, we have Ironton football against Canisius from Tanks Memorial Stadium. 1 o'clock, we'll be on the air with that, streaming. And then on Tuesday, we will have Inside Ironton football with Trevin Pendleton. That will come to you from Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. If you have not been, we invite you up to enjoy the show and enjoy some delicious food as well. That is Tuesday night from 7 to 8. Out of the timeout, Ironton back on the floor. Barber, Martin, Bias, Thomas, Lewis, and Sales. It's going to be Abby Isaacs with the serve for Chesapeake. Isaacs, a bullet serve, saved by Thomas. And here's Martin. Going near side for Aaron Lowe, another kill down the middle. Aaron Lowe with her third straight. She has 4 kills here in the first set. 19-13. Lady Panthers on top. Isaacs again. Bias. Hit this one off one of the boys basketball Final Four banners, and that kind of threw things off. Martin couldn't get there. Chesapeake now up 20-13. Isaacs jump serve into the net. That'll give the ball to the Tigers, who trail it 20-14 now. Addison Neal back to the floor. Service coming up from Bragan Thomas. Thomas, the junior libero. Serve to Ferguson, or Scarberry, I'm sorry. Here's Neal to Barber. Barber with the kill shot, deflected off the hands of Abby Iden. Gonna look at that kill from Amaya Barber. Her first of the match. Thomas keeps the serve. Miss hit there by Chesapeake's Aaron Wood, who now just pops it over the net. Free ball here for the Tigers. Thomas to Lewis to Barber again with the kill. Saved by Chesapeake. Good dig by the Panthers. Here's Neal again setting up Barber. Middle of the floor, hits this one off the middle of the net. And Ironton can't make the save. Point Panthers 21-15. Trying to set up Barber right there in the middle of the net. Barber and Martin on the outside. Barber in the middle, Martin on the outside. And here's a serve into the net, giving the ball back to the Tigers. 21-16, Ironton down 5. Simone Lewis and Lexi Wise will check in for Ironton, replacing Barber and Bias. Lewis, the left-hander with the serve. Goes down the line with that one. Here's Neal over to Martin. Martin just pushes this one across the net. Scarberry, the libero for the Panthers, sets this one high. Another free ball attempt for Ironton. Neal over to Martin. Martin in the back corner. Saved by the Panthers. Abby Isaacs. Lewis now to Martin. Martin down the line. It's out of bounds. Panthers get the point. 21-16. Hope Freeman back in for Ironton, replacing Simone Lewis. Service for the Panthers, Aaron Lowe. 33 service aces on the season. She has 2 here tonight. Lewis, McCall just has to get this one over the net and it goes out of bounds. Again, hits one of the banners hanging above the Conley Center floor. 23-16, Chesapeake. Freeman down to McCall, good save, and save possession there by Ironton. There's a block at the net, but it goes right into the net. McCall there with the block. Wood with the kill for the Panthers. They're a point away from the first set. Service to Aaron Lowe. Lowe, jump serve, long. So Ironton staves off the first set point, and Camille Martin, who has 2 aces, has some success serving here tonight. He's serving for Ironton down by 7. Set to the middle, Ironton, free ball here. McCall for the kill, dug out by the Panthers. Freeman to Lewis, Lewis to McCall. Martin again to Lewis, over to Neal. Neal touches this one over the blockers, but saved by the Panthers. Wood backs it over the net, free ball here for Ironton. It's Freeman having to hit from the back row. Gets it across the net. Good rally here. Lewis to Neal. Neal tries a touch shot over the net, but it hits the tape and drops to the Ironton side of the floor, giving the first set to Chesapeake, 25-17. Chesapeake up 1-0 after one set here at the Conley Center. We're going to step aside. We'll come back with set number 2 here at Ironton High School with the Fighting Tigers and the Lady Panthers. Chesapeake 25-17 wins set 1. Set 2 coming up here on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed Delete playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Back at the Conley Center on the campus of Ironton High School, where Ironton will be serving down 1-0. Lewis with the serve for Ironton, and she gets a service ace. First one of the game for Lewis. 25-17, set 1 goes to Chesapeake. Ironton serving here in set 2. 1-0 lead. Lewis again with her second serve. Another sinking serve. Chesapeake with the save. There's Barber. Sales touches this one across the net. Set to the near side for Isaacs, who rips it right into the net. Isaacs going for the kill, but a little low on that. 2-0. Ironton leads. Lewis, another hard line drive serve. Panthers again hit it out of bounds. That was Lila Ferguson. She was well out of bounds anyway and hit it behind the nets. Lands out of play. 3-0 Ironton. Lewis down the line but out of bounds. Panthers will have possession and the service. Lila Ferguson, who started the match serving, starts the second set serving. Here's Martin. Blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Point to Ironton. Blocked by Aaron Lowe. But a kill for Martin. her first of the match. Ironton leads 4-1, and Bregan Thomas with the service. Setting it near side for Lowe. Blocked to the net by Ironton. Neal to Martin. Deep into the corner and out of bounds. Perfect placement there from Camille Martin. Bentley Rowland tried to chase it down but didn't have the right angle. Knocked it away. Ironton goes up 5-1. Down the line and in. Abby Isaacs. And she didn't wind up and turn that one loose, but smart player just touches it down the line for the point. And she will be serving with her Panthers down 5-2. There's Lewis to Martin. Blocked at the net, but onto the Panther side of the floor. Another kill for Martin, and the Tigers get the point and possession. Third kill for Camille Martin. Barber checks out. Bias checks out. Lexi McCall is in. Simone Lewis is in. Simone will have the serve with Ironton leading by 4. Here's a set for Wood, and her kill attempt is long. Another point for the Tigers. Now they lead it by 5. Biggest lead of the match for Ironton. And they dropped the first set, 25-17, but playing well early in the second set. Lewis with the service. Kill attempt blocked at the net. Here's Neal for Ironton. Sets up McCall, who just has to get it over the net. Save again by Simone Lewis to Lily. Now to Martin, who rips this one. It's blocked. Tigers keep possession. Now to the near side, another save. Martin just flips this one. That's going to be illegal contact called against Martin and Ironton. So Chesapeake will have possession, now down 7-3. They'll have the service. Hope Freeman is in, replacing Simone Lewis. (7-3). Thomas to Lewis, now to McCall. And the Tigers get the point. McCall went deep with that kill. Abby Iden kind of pats her chest and said, that was my bad. 8-3. Tigers with Camille Martin serving. Free ball here for the Tigers. Lewis to McCall. Save by Lila Ferguson. Another free ball opportunity. Lewis touches it across the net. Chesapeake was right there. And Scarberry over to Lowe. Freeman with the save to Lewis. Now to Neal. Neal lobs this one over the net. Good rally here. Neal again with the dig. To Lewis. Back to Neal. Goes for the kill, but left it a little bit low right into the nets. Panthers will have possession now down 4, 8-4. Good rally there. Some good saves by both teams. Panthers with the service, Aaron Lowe. Serve in front of Martin to Lewis, now to Neal. Panthers over to Aaron Wood. Freeman saves. Martin can't get there in time. Just flip that one off her fingertips, and the Panthers get the point. Chesapeake now trails 8-5. Ironton had a 5-point lead here earlier. It's 8-5. Panthers battling back, and a service ace for Aaron Lowe. That's her third ace of the match. First one this set. And 36th of the season to lead Chesapeake. Panthers trail by 2. Another serve by Lowe. Lewis to McCall. Blocked. Good block there at the net by Lila Ferguson and Cadence Eastham. Chesapeake trails it by 1. Lewis with a quick kill. Saved by the Panthers. Martin to Lewis. And that one went under the net and hit the banner. So the Chesapeake Panthers have battled back and tied the game at 8. Service long. Lowe was looking for the corner, the back left corner, but it sailed just long. And Ironton regains the lead 9-8. Sales back in for Ironton. Addison Neal serving. Senior. Poke deep in the backcourt. Good diving save there by Lewis, but falls out of bounds. Ties the game at 9. Chesapeake with service again. Substitution. Kinley Walters, a sophomore, is in for the first time tonight, replacing Lila Ferguson. Aaron Wood with the service. The left-hander hits the tape, saved by Martin to Lewis. Now to McCall with the kill. Kill by Lexi McCall. Back to court. First kill for Lexi McCall tonight. Ironton up by 1, 10-9. We have a net cam too, right? Have we seen the shot from the net cam tonight? We've been on it. We've been on net cam. All right. Service into the net. Chesapeake will have the possession and the service. Cadence Eastham will serve. Bias to Lewis, now to Barber. Barber with the kill, it's blocked. At the net, Abby Iden with the block. Panthers take the lead, 11-10. Serving once again, Eastham to Thomas. Touched across the net by Lewis. Here's Isaacs blocked. Good block at the net by the Tigers. Martin to Lewis, to Barber. Saved by Chesapeake. Bias to Lewis, again to Barber. And a kill shot there by Barber, catching Aaron Lowe off balance there. Went right toward her midsection, didn't really have a whole lot there, and just hit the ball right into the floor. Lewis serving with the game tied at 11. It's Simone Lewis. Simone and Lily. Second set, tied at 11. Here's Isaacs. Lewis with the save. To Bias. Now Martin just has to get it over the net. Scarberry. Kill attempt and to the back of the line, Abby Iden. 46th kill of the season for the senior. Substitution for the Panthers, Lila Ferguson back in, replacing Kinley Walters. 12-11, Chesapeake with the lead. And the service here in set 2. Ferguson again. Scarberry, and some confusion there with the Panthers, but they still were able to get it over the net. And there's a block at the net. Martin and Barber were both there. Came up with a block, giving the Fighting Tigers the point. 12-12. Reagan Thomas looking to put Ironton on top here in set 2. Thomas off the fingertips of Scarberry. And this one's going to sail out of bounds. 13-12. Ironton's led most of this second set. Trying to keep that momentum. Thomas with the service. Scarberry with the dig. Out top, there's Iden. Ironton keeps it alive. Martin pops this one over the net. Free ball here for the Panthers. They set up Abby Isaacs deep with her kill, and that one goes out of bounds. Isaacs very effective at the nets when she has the chance to get that two-step jump and just wind up with a kill, but that time she just had to hit it over the net deep and out of bounds. Timeout Panthers, 14-12. Ironton with the lead over Chesapeake here in the second set. Again, Chesapeake won the first set, 25-17. Ironton has led a good portion of set number 2. Chesapeake had a 1-point lead a few moments ago, but Ironton's battled back, and they lead it by 2. Just a reminder, Saturday we have high school football here on Kool TV. It's Ironton and Canisius from Tanks Memorial Stadium. That is a 1 o'clock kickoff from the Tank between the Fighting Tigers, who are undefeated, and the Canisius Crusaders, led by Elijah Kimball, the running back known as the Ticket, who has offers from just about every college in the country, including Oregon, Texas, Ohio State, Michigan, you name it. He's probably got an offer from there. There's Thomas with the service. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but Scarberry went over and couldn't pull back in time. That's a service ace for Thomas. And Ironton leads it by 3 once again, 15-12. And Isaacs just has to get it over the net. Free ball here for the Tigers. Over to Martin for the kill. Cross court, Camille Martin drives it left, and Ironton goes up 16-12. That is kill number 4 this set for the senior. Thomas keeps the serve, and she gets a service ace. That one dropped low. Rowland tried to dive and make the dig, but it goes out of bounds. Second ace this possession for Thomas. Ironton with a 5-point lead once again. A 7-2 lead, now 17-12, and Thomas serving again. Thomas with the floater. Isaacs goes deep into the court. Ironton trying to get it back over and out of bounds. Thomas deep out of bounds, had to get it back over the net and in play. Couldn't do so. She was running away from the net. Substitution, Aaron Wood is back in for the Panthers. They trail it by 4, 17-13. Abby Isaacs, senior. 13 aces on the season. This one hits the top of the net, and Chesapeake gets the kill. That's Aaron Lowe just swatting that one down at the net. Her first kill of the second set. She had 2 in the first set. And Isaac serving once again. Bias to Lewis, now to Barber. Barber rips this one cross court and off the arms of Lila Ferguson. Barber gets the kill. Ironton gets possession and leads by 4. Simone Lewis back in. The left-handed senior will serve for the Fighting Tigers, who lead it by 6. Thomas couldn't come up with the dig there. Chesapeake gets the point. And the service, 18-15. Abby Iden with the serve for the Panthers. Here's Lewis to Neal. Left-hander Aaron Wood. Serve kill attempt blocked by Freeman. Panthers on offense again. Cross court, Freeman with the dig. There's Martin to Lewis. And McCall swats that one over the net. A deep shot off of the hands of Hope Freeman and drops to the floor. Cutting the lead to 2, 18-16. Well, despite the record here, Chesapeake and Ironton's played Chesapeake tough the last few times. Here is McCall. Even in the tournament last year, games came down to 2 points. Neal with the dig. Martin hits this one off the rafter at the top of the Conley Center, and the Panthers get the point. 18-17. Chesapeake trails by 1, and Ironton takes a timeout. Coach Beth Campbell gets a timeout for Ironton, who again trails at 18-17 here in the second set. Chesapeake wins the first set, 25-17. Behind 4 kills from Aaron Lowe and 3 from Abby Isaacs. So far in the second set, it has been Ironton with the kill advantage. Camille Martin has 5, and Amaya Barber with a couple. But Chesapeake battling back, and both coaches talking to their teams in the huddle right now. Ironton is back at home October 7th. They'll play Rock Hill on senior night. They've got 4 straight road matches starting Tuesday at Gallia Academy. All right, both teams back on the floor. Chesapeake with the service, trailing by 1, 18-17, and Abby Iden, the senior, serve for the Panthers. Thomas to Lewis, now to Martin, just has to get it over the net. It's a kill attempt, and right down the middle, off the hands of Bregan Thomas. Cadence Easton. I think that was Iden, not Easton. There's McCall down the line. Good dig by the Panthers, Lila Ferguson. Martin sets up McCall again. Looked like that was going out of bounds, but Chesapeake saves it. Martin to McCall. Setting it up for Aaron Lowe. Blocked at the net, but saved by the Panthers. Somehow keeps it alive. Here's Martin. Over to Neal. Set at the net, and Easton gets it across. Free ball for Ironton. Here's Martin. Again, deep into the back row. That's Cadence Easton, the junior, with the kill to put Chesapeake on top 19-18. They've battled back. And now they lead it by 1 and have the service. Serve right into the nets from Abby Iden. So that ties the game at 19, and Camille Martin will be serving for the Tigers. Camille had a couple of aces in set 1. Jump serve, a floater. Free ball here for the Tigers. Freeman to Lewis, now to McCall. Lewis again touches this one across. Isaacs with the save. Freeman again to Lewis, now to McCall, and her kill attempt goes right into the net. Possession and service go back to the Panthers. 20-19 Chesapeake. Service from Aaron Lowe, and that's going to be a service ace. A miscommunication there in the back row with Freeman and Martin. Second ace of the set for Aaron Lowe. She had 2 in the first set, and the Panthers lead it by 2, 21-19. Lowe with the jump serve. Freeman to McCall, now Neal just has to get it over the net. Free ball here for the Panthers. They'll set it up at the middle, and they'll get the point out of it. Cadence Easton. The ball tipped at the net. And Chesapeake now leads it by 3, 22-19. They trail it by 5 on a couple of different occasions here this set. 7-2, 17-12. Now they lead it by 3. Service again, Martin to Neal, and McCall gets it over the net. The set to the near side for Aaron Wood. Good dig by Martin. Push shot into the back corner. Martin there for the save. Here's McCall for the kill. It's blocked, but Chesapeake can't get to it. Lexi McCall with the kill. That's her second this set. Sales is back in for Ironton, replacing Thomas. Addison Neal will serve with Ironton down by 2, 22-20. The block at the net, Freeman. The save now to Martin. Lewis just pushes this one across the net. Free ball here for the Panthers. Ferguson tries for the kill. There's McCall. Isaacs back to Ferguson. Blocked at the net. Ferguson gets it. There's McCall. Deep into the corner, and she got the kill again. Lexi McCall with the kill, and that pulls Ironton to within 1, 22-21. Substitution for the Panthers. Kinley Walters back in for Lila Ferguson. 22-20 Chesapeake. Neal serving. There's Isaacs. Now to Lowe. Ironton with an opportunity to tie. McCall. There's a shot dug out by Scarberry. Lewis with the save, but it was behind the net and out of bounds. So Chesapeake gets the point, leading 23-21. Bregan Thomas back in, replacing Addison Neal. Aaron Wood, the left-hander, serving for the Panthers. Martin to Sales. Cross court to Lewis. They're setting up Isaacs for the kill down the line. And the senior gets the kill for the Panthers, and they are now a point away from going up 2-0. Service again. Martin to Lewis to McCall. Deep into the corner. Oh, that was going out of bounds. And Scarberry just stuck her hand out there, and she's hearing it from Coach Carrie Hill. Say, hey, let that one go. Goes out of bounds, and Ironton stays alive here, 24-22. Service for the Fighting Tigers. Lexi McCall will be serving. McCall, the senior, the jump serve. Floater deep into the backcourt. Here's Isaacs. Martin tries to find a spot open in the zone. Back to Isaacs, senior. Back to Martin. Here's Lewis to Barber. Barber saved by Scarberry. Back to Isaacs again. That one's blocked at the net by Barber, but into the floor. And 25-22 will be the final in set 2. Chesapeake gets the win. They battled back. They were down 17-12, but outscored Ironton 13-5 the rest of the way to get the win in set 2, 25-22. We will be back after this timeout with the third set, Ironton and Chesapeake High School Volleyball here on Kool TV.
Oh, look, I'm bottomless. Just like bottomless apps for $9.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's right, you can get bottomless mop sticks, fried pickles, and so much more for you and all your bottomless friends. Bottomless apps for $9.99 only at B-Dubs.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewis, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits, like the Honey Buddy Chicken Biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Ready for set 3 here at Ironton High School. Ironton trails 2 sets to none to Chesapeake. Lady Panthers with the service. And a win in this set would give them the game. Again, they won the first set 25-17, second set 25-22. And again, they've got the service. It's Lila Ferguson serving for the Panthers. Barber across the net for the Tigers. Ferguson sets up low. Barber deep in the corner. Shot. Kind of catching Chesapeake in the unawares and just popped that one in the back corner. And Amaya Barber gets her first kill of set number 3. One nothing. Ironton on top. Lily Lewis with the service ace. Lewis, the senior, dropped that one right in front of Bentley Rowland. And that is her second ace of the day. She had one in set 2. 2-0, Ironton. This again, a hard serve. Blocked by Barber at the net. Another block by Barber, but they're saying that, well, they said that Isaacs was in the net, so Ironton gets the point. 3-0. Fighting Tigers have jumped out on top early here in the second set, much like they did in the third set, I should say, much like they did in the second set. Lewis with the service again. It's a tough serve just across the top of the tape. Lewis with the dig. There's Bias. Now Sales. They're going to set up Isaacs again. Touches it with the left hand. Sales with her left hand blocked it into the net. Kill there for Isaacs. 3-1. Chesapeake cuts it to 2. Substitution. Aaron Wood is in. Abby Isaacs. Serve for the Panthers. Isaacs left this one right into the net. I understand that our net cam took a shot in the second set. That's our view right now. That is our view. So we probably won't be going to our net cam much more after we got that view. 4-1, Ironton on top. And the Panthers get the kill there. 4-2. Now I guess the ball hit the net cam earlier, and your up top official, Neil Knight, tried to fix it, but just kind of turned it right down to the floor. That's okay. A miss hit by Ironton. Chesapeake now down 4-3. Abby Iden with the serve. Chesapeake will go to Benton County for a game on the 13th, Saturday. Here's Barber, right down the middle. Another kill for Amaya Barber, the junior middle hitter. Gets the point for Ironton to put the Tigers up 5-3, and she has replaced Simone Lewis. Miley Bias also replaced by Lexi McCall. A good drop serve by Lewis. Isaacs with a deep hit. Now Lewis, nice hit by Lewis. Dumped it right in front of Isaacs. They got the point. Ironton up 6-3. Lewis serving again. Top spin on that one. Pass across to Aaron Lowe. Saved by Bregan Thomas. Aaron Wood cross court just over top of Camille Martin and landing just inside the white tape. The left-hander Aaron Wood. Hope Freeman back in for Ironton, replacing Simone Lewis. Service for the Panthers, trailing 6-4. Here's Lewis to Martin, rips this one deep and out of bounds. Panthers cut it to 1, 6-5. Chesapeake again at Benton County Saturday. They've got Green and then getting back into OVC play. Martin with the dig to Lewis, now to McCall, hits this one deep and out of bounds. The Panthers have battled back to tie it at 6. Ironton has Gallia Academy on the 16th, and then they're off until the 23rd when they play Coldgrove, as this serve by Aaron Lowe goes right into the net. Tigers regain the lead and the service. Substitution for the Panthers. Kinley Walters back in, replacing Lila Ferguson. Martin with the jump serve, and that's going to be a service ace off the arms of the libero, Bray Scarberry. Camille with her third ace here tonight. She had 2 in the first set. Jump serve again, hits the top of the tape, same result. Another ace for Camille. Ironton now leads 9-6. Take a look at this one. Substitution. Macy Sullivan, a sophomore, is now in for Bree Scarberry. Martin's jump serve, this one's low and into the net. She got a couple of points out of that possession. And Ironton still has a 2-point lead, 9-7 here in set 3. Service from Aaron Wood. There's a battle for it at the net, and Ironton's going to get the point out of that. Kind of a jump ball fighting for the block, and Ironton in the end, kind of a joust. I would guess you could say that it was a joust. 10-7 Ironton. Addison Neal. Neal with a little spin on that serve. Chesapeake, Abby Isaacs into the net. And the Fighting Tigers go up by 4, 11-7. Back to the floor comes Bree Scarberry, replacing Macy Sullivan. Addison Neal, top spin serve. Setting up Isaacs, who pushes this one out of bounds. She again tried to find that open spot in the zone, but pushed it too far, and Ironton again has a 5-point lead, 12-7. Up 7-2 and 17-12 in set 2, but ended up falling in that one, 25-22. Now they have their biggest lead of the match. 13-7, it's a 6-point lead as Addison Neal gets the service ace, and a timeout has been taken by Carrie Hill. Well, Ironton not quite done with this one yet. That's why they're called the Fighting Tigers. Fighting back after trailing and being down 2-0. They have a 6-point lead here. Playing well. 13-7 here at the Conley Center on the campus of Ironton High School for high school volleyball. Fighting Tigers and the Chesapeake Panthers. Ironton again has won 2 of their last 3, including a 3-2 win over Rock Hill Tuesday night. They were 7-15 last year, 5-10 in the OVC. Lost to Chesapeake in the first round of the tournament. 2023, they lost in the first round to Portsmouth after a tough season. Chesapeake has kind of seen this program get better year by year. 2021, they were 9-13. 2022, 11-12. A couple of years ago, they improved to 17-7, 16-8 last year, and 7-3 this year. Here's Addison Neal with the service for the Tigers. Setting up Abby Isaacs again, and this one goes into the net. Another point for Ironton. They've doubled up Chesapeake now, 14-7. Neal with the service again for the Tigers. This is a deep serve. Scarberry to Lowe. Now Isaacs gets it across. Free ball here for Ironton. Setting up McCall and pushes this one across the net. Little miscommunication there from Chesapeake's Aaron Lowe and Cadence Eastham. Another point for Ironton. They lead it by 8. Neal, the senior. Top spin serve. Setting up Isaacs again. This time she rips this one right down the line. Just inside the end line. Isaacs with another kill. She goes high and just turns loose. And Abby Isaacs with her second kill here in the third set. Cuts the lead to 15-8. Chesapeake with the service. Deep serve. Martin has to go off the fingertips. Saved by Thomas. McCall just has to get it across the net. They're setting up Isaacs. Nope. Middle of the floor. Free ball here for the Tigers. Here's Sales. This one's blocked. Good save by Thomas. Back to Isaacs. Rips this one deep into the backcourt. And she gets another kill. That was tipped at the net. But another kill by Abby Isaacs. As you can see, she gets that running start and a big jump. She is dangerous on the outside. Big time outside hitter here in the OVC. Here's a long serve that goes out of bounds, giving the ball and the point to Ironton. Amaya Barber back in, replacing Hope Freeman. 16-9, Ironton by 7. Lexi McCall with the service. McCall's jump serve is knocked out of bounds. Went off the fingertips of Abby Isaacs up front. And Ironton now leads it 17-9 after the service ace from Lexi McCall. That's her first service ace of the night. McCall again. Ironton's going to get a free ball out of this. Here's Martin. Lewis setting up Barber. Barber with the kill. It's blocked at the net, but drops to the floor. Another kill by Barber. That's her third this set, and Ironton goes up 18-9. Here's Lila Ferguson back in for Chesapeake, replacing Kinley Walters. McCall jump serve. And now they move Isaacs to the middle, and that one, Ironton thought it went out of bounds. Let me get a look at this. It's awful close. Colin Freeman there making the call. Chesapeake gets the point. 18-10. Still an 8-point lead for the Fighting Tigers. The student section over there getting on Colin Freeman. I think that's all in good, clean fun, but the official says, let's tone it down a bit, guys. They know Colin. And here's a ball tipped at the net. Hits the floor, and Chesapeake, again, keeps possession. They cut the lead to 7, 18-11. Here's Ferguson with the serve, and a service ace for Ferguson. First ace this set for Chesapeake. They had 2 in the second set. They had 5 in the first set. 18-12. Ferguson again with the serve. Floater. Lewis to Barber. Panthers set up. Nope, they go the other way, and a cross-court kill from Aaron Lowe. The outside hitter went from the right to the left. Got the kill for the Panthers to cut the lead to 5, 18-13. And a timeout has been taken by Beth Campbell and the Ironton Fighting Tigers. 18-13, Ironton leads by 5 here in set number 3. Chesapeake leads 2 sets to none. There you get a look at Carrie Hill talking with her Panthers. The junior varsity contest, by the way, was won by Chesapeake 2 sets to 1. They won 25-19. Ironton won the second set 25-22, but the Panthers bounced back and win the third set 25-16. Panthers back out on the floor. And now look across the way and we see the official, Colin Freeman, sitting with the Ironton students, kind of joking around with him. Chesapeake with the serve, down by 5. Thomas to Lewis, Lewis to Barber. Barber with the kill, cross court, dug out of there by Isaac. Somehow Chesapeake keeps it alive, and a good poke into the back corner by Lily Lewis. Lewis gets the point for Ironton to put them up by 6, 19-13. It's good court awareness there by Lewis. She knew that Chesapeake was close to the net. Poke it in the back corner, and now Lewis will have the service. This one crosses the net, and Barber. Thomas to Lewis, setting up Martin. Martin touches it over the blockers and drops it in for the point. Camille Martin with a poke. And a timeout has been called by Chesapeake. 20-13, Fighting Tigers lead it by 7. They've led by as many as 8 here in the third set, and they're playing with some intensity here in set number 3. We've had 3 kills this set from Amaya Barber. You've had a couple from Lily Lewis with the smart plays, just dropping it over the blockers and poking it into the back of the court. Chesapeake, 5 service aces this set for Ironton. They had 5 total in the first 2 sets. And so they are 5 points away from sending this one to a 4th set. We appreciate everybody tuning in and watching here on Kool TV, Total Media Sports. Mash that subscribe button. Is that how the kids say it? Mash that button. Subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. Fighting Tiger Sports here on Kool TV. Lily Lewis with the serve for Ironton, leading by 7. Set up in the middle, and a kill from Abby Iden gives possession back to the Panthers. That's her first kill this set. 20-14. Abby Isaacs, first team All-OVC, serves this one into the nets. Ironton up 21-14. Addison Neal back in for Ironton, replacing Sales. Reagan Thomas, the junior, with the service. Touch over the nets, and that'll be the points for the Panthers. Lila Ferguson passes up on the set and just pokes it across the blockers and catches Ironton off balance. 21-15, Panthers with the service here. Deep serve. Thomas. Lewis just has to get it over the nets. Panthers with a free ball here. They set it up to Aaron Lowe. Deep hit. Goes off the shoulder of Bregan Thomas and the point. Aaron Lowe with her second kill this set. 21-16. Another service from Abby Iden, and she gets the service ace. As Miley Bias was diving down to save that one. 21-17. Panthers have cut it to 4. Iden again with the serve. A spin on that one. Here's Lewis over to Barber. Barber shot's blocked. Isaac just swats this one over the net. Martin now to... Wow, somehow Ironton got the point out of that as Miley Bias just poked it across the net. Chesapeake just off balance, and that hits the floor for the point. Ironton 22, Chesapeake 17. Lexi McCall, Simone Lewis back in for Ironton, replacing Bias and Barber. Lewis with the service. Ironton by 5. Top spin serve. There's the set for Lowe, and Lowe with the kill. Thomas tried to dig it out of there, but it goes out of bounds, and Lowe gets another kill. That's her third here this set, 22-18. Hope Freeman back in, replacing Simone Lewis. Aaron Lowe with the serve. Martin to Lewis, back to Martin. Martin with the kill off the net. Chesapeake saves it. Another free ball for Ironton. Lewis deep into the backcourt. Chesapeake tries to return the favor. They nearly got the point out of that, and they do. As Addison Neal slid to her knees to try to make that save, but it goes out of bounds, and it's 22-19. Chesapeake down by 3. Jump serve that's deep. Freeman with the hit to Martin. McCall with the miss hit. It goes out of bounds, and it's 22-20. Chesapeake has cut it to 2 after being down by 8. Aaron Lowe, the senior, with the service for the Lady Panthers. Lowe to Thomas. Here's Lewis setting up Martin. She'll just push this one into the corner. Scarberry with the save. Free ball here for the Tigers. Back to Martin. Martin pops this one across the net. Chesapeake setting up Eastham. Saved by Ironton, and McCall hits this one long, and the Panthers have cut it to 1, 22-21. Big serve right here for both teams. Martin to Lewis, back to Martin. Martin pokes it across the net, setting up Aaron Wood. Wood dumps it in front of the blocker, and they get the point, and the Panthers have battled all the way back to tie the game at 22. They were down by 8, and the Panthers have cut the lead, and then they just tied it with that point there, 22-22. Again, Ironton dropped the first 2 sets, 25-17, 25-22, but had an 8-point lead here in set number 3, only to see the Chesapeake Panthers battle back. The Panthers, who again are 7-3 on the season, they enter the game losing 3 of their last 4 matches. Now, those were some tough losses to some really good teams. South Webster, one of the premier teams in Southeast Ohio. Jackson, a solid program, a really good program as well. And Gallia Academy tops in the OVC. So those are pretty good losses. Pretty good teams they lost. They lost to South Webster 3-1, Jackson 3-2, and Gallia Academy 3-1. And now Chesapeake could take the lead with this serve in the hands of senior Aaron Lowe. 33 service aces entering tonight's game. Martin to Lewis, back to Martin. She pushes this one across the net. Panthers with a free ball. They set it up to the right side to Ferguson. Ferguson with the kill. It goes out of bounds. And the Panthers now lead it 23-22. Chesapeake on top and with the service. Martin to Lewis, back to Martin. She'll push it deep into the backcourt. Here's Ferguson again. Lewis with the save. Martin pushes it across the net. Good save by the Panthers. Free ball here for the Tigers. Martin sets up McCall. McCall with a kill that's saved by Scarberry. The left-hander. Wood. And McCall pushes this one back across the net. Another free ball. Here's Wood. Cross court and out of bounds. Wood with the cross court shot went out of bounds. Ironton will have it tied at 23. Oh, the up official made the call. Okay. So instead of 20, now, yep, one of the students one of the students was trying to throw the ball to Chesapeake and inadvertently hit the official. The official looked back and the student said, my bad, it's my bad. So he is ejected. And Chesapeake has match point right here, leading 24-22. Martin to Lewis, over to McCall. McCall pops this one across the net. Free ball here for the Panthers. Ferguson. Here's a set for Addison Neal. Panthers another free ball. They go to Wood, who pushes it across the net. Now Lewis deep into the backcourt. Lewis to Martin. McCall just has to get it over the net. From the back line, or the jump line, that's Isaacs. Isaacs with the set. Wood across the net. Now here's Martin for Ironton to McCall. No real kill opportunities. Ferguson hits this one into the net. And Ironton cuts the lead to 1, 24-23. And they'll have the service here. Camille Martin, senior. Outside hitter for the Tigers. A chance to tie the game. Jump serve. Batted it. Oh, it hit the tape. It hit the tape and dropped across onto the floor for the Chesapeake win. A good serve by Martin. But it was just batted, a miss hit really, and it caught the top of the tape and then just fell to the floor to give Chesapeake the comeback win, 25-23 over Ironton. They win 25-17, 25-22, and 25-23. Fighting Tigers fall to 4-6 on the season. Chesapeake is now 8-3. We will be back after this timeout to wrap it up from the Conley Center. Chesapeake wins 3-0 over Ironton, or 3 sets to none over Ironton here, and they win to improve to 8-3. Back after this timeout from the Conley Center on Kool TV.
Oh, look, I'm bottomless. Just like bottomless apps for $9.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's right, you can get bottomless mop sticks, fried pickles, and so much more for you and all your bottomless friends. Bottomless apps for $9.99 only at B-Dubs.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
I got you.
But now, Wendy's has Buck Biscuits, like the Honey Buddy Chicken Biscuit, so you'll never skip breakfast again. If you're smart. Breakfast for a buck? Gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Conley Center on the campus of Ironton High School, wrapping up high school volleyball tonight here on Kool TV. Chesapeake knocks off Ironton 25-23 in the third set after trailing by 8 points in that third set. They battled back, a little controversy. I don't want to say controversy because one official had one decision, another with the other, and Chesapeake got the rally, got the momentum, and they got the last point to get the win 25-23 over Ironton. They won the first set 25-17, second set 25-22, and the third set 25-23. The Panthers are now 8-3 overall. They are 6-1 in the OVC. They'll travel to Vinton County Saturday for a match at 10 a.m. The Fighting Tigers fall to 4-5, and they will play again at Gallia Academy, the top team in the OVC, on the 16th. That's the first of 4 consecutive road games for the Fighting Tigers. They will return home October 7th versus Rock Hill. That is senior night, and we'll have that game here for you on Kool TV. So if you can't make it, make sure you tune in or come out and watch, and then go watch the replay later on. We appreciate everybody tuning in for tonight. Just a reminder, the JV game also was won by Chesapeake, 25-19, 22-25, and then 25-16. We have high school football here on Kool TV for you and on our radio partner, News Talk 106.7 WIRO. Saturday afternoon, it's a game at the Tanks Memorial Stadium. Ironton and Canisius, the Crusaders, come to town out of Buffalo, New York. That's a 1 o'clock start. On the radio, we'll be on the air at 12:30 with our pregame show. That's 106.7 WIRO, the Eagle, and also at WIROradio.com. You can also download the Total Media Sports app, the Total Media Radio app in your app store. Download that, and you can listen wherever you go. Take it to the stadium with you and listen while you're watching the game. And again, we'll also be streaming this one live. Our first video stream on Kool TV for Ironton football is this Saturday at 1 o'clock, and it's going to be special. So come on out and cheer on the Tigers, and then you can watch it a little bit later and see the fine video production from Kool TV. We invite you to do that. That'll wrap it up. Our thanks to James Collier, producer tonight, and his wife on the camera tonight, who didn't get fired. Thank goodness. I'm Jason Filiot. Thank you so much for watching today, Ironton Volleyball, as they fall to Chesapeake 3-0. Thanks for listening. Good night. This has been a Total Media Sports production.
Thank you for watching another Ironton Fighting Tiger volleyball broadcast on Kool TV. Thank you for watching another Ironton Fighting Tiger volleyball broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Ironton Fighting Tiger Volleyball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.